Alright guys, in this video I want to show you how to use your Yongnuo YN560IV speedlights on camera and off camera. So in this video I'm going to show you how to have your one of your flashes on camera controlling one of your flashes off camera. And you could do this with more than one flash, but we're just going to use one off camera flash and one flash on camera. These are the YN560IVs, but I think you can use the 3s. I think they'll work the same way. So let's pretend that you have this right one here, this one on the right, is on camera. And of course you can just use one of these transmitters to trigger your off-camera flashes. But let's say you don't have one for whatever reason, or if you just want to have your flash on your camera. So what you do is on your on-camera flash, you're going to make sure it's in TX mode. And to do that, the third button from the left, you just push that until you get to TX mode there, TX. And make sure it's in channel 1. And group right now, it should be the same group that your off-camera flash is in. So let's say group B. So this is the off-camera flash. And so you got to make sure this one now is in RX mode. So again, the third button from the left. That's TX, that's RX right there. You can see it's in group B, channel 1. So, and this one is in group B, channel 1. So you can see they're synced already. 1/16 power, 35mm zoom. And when I make a change on the on-camera flash, the TX one, let's say I want to go to full power, you can see that it's changing also on the off-camera flash. 1/8, 1/4, 1/2 full power, and the zoom as well. You can hear them going off. Okay. So that's pretty simple. But let's say that you want your on-camera to control your off-camera, but you don't want your on-camera flash to be the same settings as your off-camera flash. So to do that, instead of going to the same group, so let's say you made your settings, right? Let's say you have your off-camera flash and you want it at 1/18 at 35mm. Sorry, 1/16 at 35mm. So there you go, it's set. So now what you want to do in your on-camera flash is you want to change the group to no group. It's 2 dashes. So to do that, you hit this circle button. So I'm in group C, and now I'm in no group at all. See, 2 dashes, that's what signifies no group. And you can see that they're different. Now my on-camera flash is at 1/2 power and 50mm zoom, while my off-camera is at 1/16 35. So that's how you control them independently of each other. And this is cool because let's say you're indoors, you have your on-camera flash, you can bounce it into the ceiling at a different intensity and have your off-camera flash at a different setting. Or let's say you're on the dance floor, it's dark, you could have like 2 of these to backlight, or 1, whatever, and you have 1 on your camera and you want them to be different power settings. That's how you would do it. Alright, so to recap, you just make sure your on-camera flash is set to TX mode. You do that by clicking the third button from the left there. Make sure it's in the same channel as your other flash or flashes. And then you have to make sure that you know what group your off-camera flash is. In this case it's group B. So you go to group B and then you can make changes to it. And then the other thing was controlling off-camera flash with your on-camera flash, but at different settings. You just make sure you go back to no group right there, and they're independent of each other. So that's how it's done. Here I have an Olympus. These flashes are for Nikon, but they work on an Olympus. Slide it right in there. So you can see that this is at half power. Half power 50 millimeters, and then the off-camera flash is at 1/16 35 millimeters. And you can hear them both go off, and it's just a big big white because it's just a white wall. So there you go, guys. That's how you control your Yongnuo flashes on camera, off camera. I hope that was helpful. See you later.